wanna know? Oh, no, oh, 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 oh. Step into the ring, it's the champion's corner time. Oh, oh, WWE, and then we break it down. We shine from the top rope to the mat, all the action on the heat. Champions Corner podcast where the real fans meet. Champions Corner podcast where the real fans meet.
And just like that, we are back. Champions Corner podcast right here in your face. I got my brothers with me. We ready to talk about some wrestling, something we love to do. I know y'all love to hear from us. So we got the Mr. 256, Alabama ambassador. If you didn't know, Jacoby Boykins. What's up, my brother?
Talk to me.
Oh, the professor Russ is ready. Give y'all some grades on this week. What we did this week, Mr. Professor? Mr. BJ, what's up, man?
What is going on, everyone? I hope everyone is doing well and beautiful on this lovely day. Ready to discuss what happened this past week and what's going on this coming up weekend.
Champions Corner where the real fans meet. We about to talk about it. We meeting over here. We talking about that Raw. Boy, that Bron. I gotta talk about that Bron Breakker kid. He did a swerve. We thought he did something last week. Now he done switched it up this week. Spearing everybody and their mama. Everybody knew Jey. He said he want the Intercontinental thing back. He want that thing back. So
that blue thing. You want that blue thing?
He said, "Oh, you gonna switch it up on me? Oh, I gotta get that back. Hold on. Let me get that back. You gonna put that blue on there? I like that. Yeah, but you know what I'm saying? So Seth Rollins seems like he got beef with a little bit of everybody. Because I seen him mean mugging CM Punk, of course, on his way out. We talk about that. But he also kind of mean mugged Jey. And he got beef with Big Bronson. Which is, we know, he got Big Bronson. He got 6 diamonds. I mean, that's understandable. That part was understandable right there. That was understandable. But it's a lot of things else happened. Gunther retained.
Of course.
Jey retained himself before he got speared and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But it's a lot going on. It was a 2-hour Raw this week. But also, we're going to talk about NXT, and we talk about the AEW. But like I said, we're sticking to Raw right now. Let's get that rundown going. And I'm going to talk about that Gunther first. Like I said, I'm going to talk about Gunther first. Retaining his championship. Sammy just couldn't get it done this time. This ain't WrestleMania. He said, Gunther done learn from what you do, man. He peeping what you got going on. So Gunther you see that? That's true. He said, I'm going to Saudi, not you, sir. I'm going to Saudi fight Cody. They put a graphic on. Cody came out of himself just for the graphic. You got to get that picture of it. You know how they do. But big Gunther hard-hitting match for Sammy, man. It's hard to see what's next for Sammy. I'm trying to figure that out, but the match was great as we knew it was going to be. So it's him and Cody 1-on-1, and that's a match I've been put my hands together for. We do the Birdman. The Birdman for that. Yeah. What's going on? So Mr. 256, Mr. 256, what you thought about Gunther retaining that championship?
It was expected, but I ain't gonna lie. I wouldn't be mad if I was Sammy. I would have rather took that dub at WrestleMania and took an L on Raw. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. If you're looking at the big picture, but you knew it was gonna be Cody and Gunther, but I still, of course, I enjoyed the match because it's Sammy Zane. You know what I'm saying? And Gunther, like, them boys can work a broomstick and make it look good. You know what I'm saying? So, I was perfectly fine with the match, perfectly fine with the finish because Gunther can finish you in a plethora of ways. He can definitely finish you in a lot of ways, and that sleeper finish has really been. I love the fact that he uses the sleeper, a good old school move that gets the job done. It ain't got to be nothing super high impact. because everything else he does before the sleeper, it's super high impact. So it's almost like I'm gonna take all the starch out you, and then I'm gonna zap you right at the end with just to get that little bit of fight you got left, and we're gonna take you out the game. But as far as the match go, I ain't mad at the match at all.
Sure. All right. Mr. BJ, how you feeling about Gunther taking out Sammy Zane?
Yeah, a lot of what Jacoby said. Because you know what I like? Well, I want to go back to one thing Jacoby said about how he likes how Gunther's using the sleeper hold. Just a quick note of trivia. My first wrestler that I saw was Brutus the Barber Beefcake. His finishing move was the sleeper hold. So I always thought the sleeper hold was a very strong move growing up at a point. So I do like seeing Gunther utilizing it. And that's one thing that's cool about
Yeah.
Gunther. He beats the crap out of you in a match to the point where he can beat you with almost anything he does. What's it? Chop, powerbomb, clothesline, body slam. He wears his opponent down and beats him. Sammy came up short. Not surprising. Y'all know how I felt about Sami Zane. You know what? He did it big time. He got like you know what? Honestly, when it came on, when Gunther came out at 9:30, I thought, damn, Sammy can't even get the main event of Raw. I was expecting another hour. It totally threw me off. So, okay, so here's how I see the landscape playing out after Crown Jewel. Sammy is going to get involved somehow in the Bloodline story because I think it's going to lead to that if they're going to take it to War Games. Gunther, right now, Gunther's title matches have been him washing away all of the questionable wins. The Randy Orton one. Now the Sami Zayn thing. So what's left? Damian Priest. Damian Priest has a case of, hey, you only beat me because I got betrayed by my friend and I just finished beating him. So as far as I'm concerned, that story's over. I want my rematch. So that'll probably be the next feud carrying over for Gunther.
Feel that, because Damian Priest, my dude, bro. Hey, Mr. Dominic Toretto, I call him. I call him Dominic Toretto from the Fast and Furious. You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
no, I get that.
Nothing
I
more
totally got that.
important than family.
Family. Y'all my family now. You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
But quick,
He did the
quick,
whole Fast
quick
and
side
Furious
note.
promo on his face turn promo. It was like a whole family thing. I thought I was being invited to Olive Garden. We were all family.
Hey, pass the
Quick
bread,
side
Pete.
note. Quick side note on the Damian Priest. That's a good point, Professor, which is why we call you that. But if y'all didn't see it, they caught a video of Finn coming back through the curtain after the match, saying this ain't over between them. He said it's not over. So he might try to move back on the Gunther, but old Finn is gonna throw a Finn in his plans.
Hey. But, I mean, they could get that over with in Saudi, though. I mean, depending on how they want to play it. Because, like I said,
Right.
Damian Priest could come back after that. So, if he win it, this next match.
Okay. No, that's
But,
fair. That's fair.
yeah. But, we got Gunther won. It's like, why you took so long to give this man a match? If you felt this confident in yourself and you won like that. But, it is what it is. Gunther got his victory. He might win against Cody, depending on what else Cody got going on in the background.
Well,
I don't know.
well, that's early. I don't want to try to predict that. I just want to see stories as they go to
Yeah.
it. I don't know yet.
The only thing I'll do is say it because with this Kevin Owens thing, it's like they try to keep that on the hush on the for real. They like everybody kind of talking about it, but everybody like cuts off with it. And
Okay.
they're
They
like,
saving it
oh,
for
like
SmackDown. You gotta save that for SmackDown. You gotta save it for
yeah,
SmackDown.
but
Well, hold
we
on. I
were
want to talk about something real quick. I want to bring up one thing. So the whole Kevin Owens Cody thing, that was a term we were all waiting for, and it happened not in the ring, but sort of on a fan cam, essentially. Not even like WWE tapes. Let me ask you,
Yeah.
if AEW did this exact same storyline, how do you think it would have been received?
I don't know, man. That's a good question, bro.
I feel like AEW would have got roasted if they did anything close to this while WWE's getting praised. I'll be honest with you, I am not a fan of it because that was a heel turn everyone was waiting for. And call me Jim Cornette, but I think big moments happen in the ring or at least on television. If I can't see a moment like that on my TV, I don't want to go to Instagram to have to see something. I don't want people texting me, did you check out Twitter? No, I didn't check out Twitter. I'm watching wrestling.
Well, that's why I was surprised. Like Seth Rollins brought it up. I like it. It's like Triple H couldn't stand at the press conference saying, "Oh, Cody was supposed to be on that press conference." Triple H said, "Oh, Cody can't make it tonight." And I was
Yeah,
like, "Oh, okay, cool." But then
right.
that broke. A few minutes later, that broke. So it's
Yeah.
new. It's not like they do this all the time.
I like
Now
man.
they
It's
try
something
to
new.
keep hush hush and they trying to figure it out. And hopefully they figure it out. I'm sure they're gonna figure it out by SmackDown to see what they
Right.
gonna do about the
You got it.
situation.
That's why they didn't want to talk about it so much on Raw because that's a huge talking point for SmackDown, and they want to make sure people. Again, what I tell y'all the last show, ticket sales means something, but viewership means way more. So they got to leave you on edge. Even when Cody was like, "Nah, I don't even want to talk about that right now," because it's just building anticipation for Friday.
Man, I get
Because
it.
Right.
even seeing Cody, on Raw was a shocker to me. But then I was like, nah, they're gonna get they're gonna hype up the Jewel song. But at the same time, it happened because everybody talking. And look, WWE is capitalizing on the IWC right now. They know everybody on the net talking. They know they're sharing videos. And then it might have came from a fan cam, but I promise you, WWE posted and they making bank off them engagements.
Oh,
So
I thought they set it up themselves. I thought it was actually WWE personnel who did it. But from the optics of a kayfabe standpoint, hypothetically, in kayfabe, if a fan wasn't there recording that moment, we would have not known. And it's like it's weird because I'm thinking,
bro.
this
I mean, we
surveillance
would we
camera
would
like
we would have known.
GTV.
That was a plant, bro.
I
That
know
was a
it's a
plant.
plan. Again, I'm talking
Yeah.
kayfabe though, from
Okay,
a
yeah.
so that's where it just throws. So I look at wrestling through kayfabe lenses, and that just irked me because it's like, and again, if AEW did that exact same thing, which would be revolutionary, quote unquote, although this is a Vince Russo idea, AEW get roasted for this. This is a Vince Russo idea. 'Cause Vince Russo would have been like, "We'll do it," except he would have been more sensational with it. Because his whole thing was about the theatrics of wrestling, but everything but wrestling. Vince Russo just hates wrestling. He likes the little nuance and theatrics, but he hates the actual wrestling.
Yeah. But he got a podcast talking about it every week, so
Yeah,
you
he
can't
really
hate that
does.
much.
Well, he likes shitting on it. Okay, that's enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. It's good to me. Like I said, it's building up, and like I said, people were talking about stuff, saying, "Oh, I shouldn't talk about that." And like I said, Cody talking to Sammy about it just a tad. Well, it came up. I don't know. It's building up anticipation. Like I gotta watch Friday.
I get it.
So to see how they deal with Kevin Owens, because like I said, like last show, I was saying they might suspend Kevin Owens because Cody got this thing going up towards Crown Jewel with Gunther, so they got time to build that up. So they don't want Kevin Owens interfering with that too much, I'm sure, especially with the big belt they pulling out for that just for this show. They don't want Kevin Owens messing that up.
Well, I don't know. He might
And
mess
after
it
what
up.
he did, I feel like they're gonna suspend him for a few weeks, and then he'll come back and go from there.
That could be the
But
reason Cody loses. Kevin Owens coming back. I don't know. I don't know. It's like I said,
yeah,
hard to tell. We'll see.
it'll be something else. Gunther could brag about. Oh, Saudi's his spot. King of the Ring. And and he might win this. So Gunther getting
Good
all
point.
kind of accolades with this, yeah, which is good because he's worth having that because he's such a great talent.
One of
But
the best in the world.
okay, but go ahead. Well, we're gonna go over to somebody who won at Bad Blood and who went through hell at Bad Blood. That's Hell in a Cell. CM Punk came out just to the stage because he said, I ain't gonna be able to make it to that ring tonight. I'm not gonna be. It's not gonna happen, bro. It's not gonna happen, people. I just want to see y'all though. I want to see y'all though, but it ain't gonna happen tonight. I guess he took a page out of the Rock book on Bad Blood. Just stay on the stage, but he said he's not too sure about his future right now because he said he had no more Hell in the Cells in him, and he said I was right. But I mean, he clearly had one. He won. He had one.
Well, that might be the
So,
last one.
huh? Yeah,
It might be the last
might be
one.
the last one.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that was his last one, bro.
Yeah, but I like that he's showing the ramifications of what the Hell in the Cell could bring.
Right, exactly.
And so that was A+ for me. And he said he don't know what his future gonna hold, but right as he stopped talking, that boy Seth Rollins came through.
You sure
And
did.
that could be foreshadowing for WrestleMania, which I believe. So that's got to be in your future. That
Get the
ain't
match we were
simple.
supposed to do last year.
Exactly. But so hopefully
Yeah.
we get it this year. Hopefully everything pans out.
Yeah.
Get you some rest, Punk, because we need you for this one, WrestleMania. Don't miss this one. We don't want you to miss this one. So that could be in his future, but what else do y'all think? Do y'all think CM Punk has in store going into 2025? I'm going with you first, Professor.
Oh, it's feud with Seth Rollins because that was the original Mania match in the first place until Punk got hurt. It's Seth Rollins. I don't know what happens after Seth Rollins, but I know when he comes back, it's going to be Seth Rollins. That because that was the original feud, and the Drew thing just kind of took off in his own life, and they ran that out beautifully. But it's Seth
Mm-hmm.
Rollins. Yeah, that's long and short of it. I got nothing
Okay,
else.
Kobe. Hey, what you got about CM Punk?
I'm rolling with the professor on that. He'll probably be gone long enough for this feud for Bronson Reed and Seth Rollins to end, just for him to come back and they come. You know what I'm saying? The roads meet right there in the middle, and because I don't see where else he would go besides Gunther after this, and because we both know we all know that the Drew story is over. Like for right now.
Yeah,
You know, they can always
right.
come back to it. But I'm good. I'm good with what he did. I love the fact that he was like, look in my eyes, tell me what you see. You won't see me in the ring. That's where you won't see me because he just went to the ring. He went I- that was it. That's all you was getting. That's all it was. And it was, and then of course I love the interaction with him and Seth Rollins right at the end, even with the point where Seth Rollins said, "Get well, so I can kick your ass when you get back." So they already told us what's coming.
Right, yeah. And just speaking of Seth Rollins, boy, like I was saying before, seemed like he got a little tension with everybody. I'm trying to think, is he turning heel soon? Is he gonna want
I
to make
wouldn't,
that switch over
Well,
again?
well, hold
I
on,
wouldn't be
hold
mad
on,
at it.
hold on,
He's an excellent heel.
hold on, hold on. Who said he's a face? Again, this
Oh,
heel
here we
face
go.
dynamic and
Oh,
nuance is so gray area. All right, let me ask you a question. I'm gonna ask you an old school question. There was a wrestler who used to go by the motto "lie, cheat, and steal." Are you gonna tell me the phrase of "lie, cheat, and steal" is a moral phrase by a face? Because wasn't that guy considered a face? There was a group that used to walk around saying money, money. Yeah, yeah. Money,
yeah,
money. Yeah, they were a face. Oh no, that's some
yeah.
heel
Oh,
action. Heels and faces are so nuanced. Drew McIntyre had valid reasons for his actions. He went about it in just bad ways. You can say that's a heel action, but I mean, it could be a face too. Seth Rollins just told a man who is a face, CM Punk, hurry up and get back so I can kick your ass and kick you out of the business. That's some heel action. But he's a face because he's going against. It's so nuanced. It's nuanced. How can you do a heel turn when you are neither? You're just around.
Again, you just can't who you fighting. That's what makes it nowadays. It just depends on who you fighting against.
Yeah.
yeah,
He's gonna flip flop because when he fights Punk, unless Punk comes back a heel, which I don't know, the fans ain't gonna boo him.
No,
I don't know,
that's not gonna happen.
right? They probably boo Rollins. I don't know if they're gonna boo Rollins. We'll see because they weren't really booing. Well, they were booing Drew. No, they weren't booing Drew. They were just chanting CM Punk louder.
yeah. But
Okay, that's enough.
like I said, he also had tension with kind of the little tension with Jay. I don't know because I guess he cut his music off or cut his shorter because Jay had to come out there. Cause like I said, it's 2 hours, but they back squeezing things in, or people coming out right after each other, right when somebody's already out there. So I don't
Yeah.
know if that's leading to something or it's just simple. It's like kind of irritated with him coming out early, or I don't know. He was sent out there early. I don't know, but I feel like Jay and Seth might have a little something small down the line, but First off, he going with that Bronson Reed, Big Bronson, which is who I'm rooting for in this feud, Bronson Reed, because I just believe that shine.
Just make new stars, man. That's how you got to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so is that who y'all going for too, with the Big Bronson?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Am I going for? Yes. I'm not sure if I'm going to pick him to win because people who return don't lose their first match. I don't know. I think Bronson should win. I just don't know if he will.
Unless you just want to mention.
Yeah.
I feel like
Yeah. Let's
applause to
I was
Apollo
so mad
Crews,
at
though. Applause to Apollo Crews, because he needs some victories badly. So I
Yeah.
get it. I'm happy for that part.
Yeah, listen, Giovanni.
Sorry,
Yeah, me
Vinci.
too.
Sorry, Vinci. But I don't. Yeah, like I said, Bronson needs this because if he loses to Seth, I mean, what was the point of him even attacking Seth? That puts him right back the way he was.
To make a name for himself. I mean, after that moment,
Yeah,
you
make
don't
a name
want
for
no
himself,
Bronson
man.
Reed now.
I mean, yeah, but if he loses to Seth, I feel like he's back where he was before he attacked Seth.
Okay. I mean,
I
I get
know
where you're
him
coming
and
from.
Bronson, him and Strowman had that feud was going good, but he lost that just
Well,
because of Seth.
He didn't lose it clean, though. He didn't lose it clean. So
right?
to me, I don't think that hurt him. I don't think that hurt him.
No.
Not the way
He
he
also
won.
came out. He came out looking strong in that whole thing too, because throughout that
Right.
match, he was getting up so quick at the 10 count. In fact, even after the ring broke, Bronson Reed was almost on his feet, and if Seth didn't step in, Brown would have lost. He
Yeah,
was pretty strong going
I,
in.
that's what I believe so. I said, but if he takes two losses of big feuds back to back, I just don't know. I think he might.
I see where you're coming from.
Yeah, I mean, I get what y'all saying. It's just
Wins matter.
wins and
Yeah.
losses mean a lot to me, and I feel like to a lot of people who watch the show. And so two big losses like that back to back is like, okay. I guess they don't see that much in him because that's been how his career has been going to WWE up to that point where he attacked Seth. He'll win some, but then he'll go lose right back. And he didn't win it, and he had any kind of title shots, didn't get the victories. Or he get
So are you saying he doesn't win big matches? Like they're not important matches? He wins matches, just not the important ones.
yeah. I mean, he won't be on Karrion Cross level, but I'm just saying. I mean, I only say that because that's how we were going last few episodes ago. I'm saying he don't win the important matches. That's how I feel like that BJ was alluding to just now.
Yeah, because that's what
And
it
I also,
sounds like. I mean, that's a valid point. He's not winning the important matches. That's true.
right.
He's not.
I know everybody can't win all the time, but I feel like with his momentum, I feel like he needs a victory over Seth Rollins, and Seth Rollins could take that loss and keep it moving. He gonna always be in the spot he is in right now or higher. Seth Rollins
Nah,
will always.
hopefully, excuse me, y'all. Hopefully, they continue to elevate him, man, because you got to keep creating new stars. And this dude, from the moment he attacked Seth, he was on fire. So hopefully, they keep the party going.
Right. And somebody who's gonna keep that party going, who wants to get the party back going, when he's in the kind of title reign, like I was saying before, or alluded to before, Bron Breakker. He came out with some fire. Before we got to that, we had a great match between Xavier Woods and Jey Uso. You know, they had a rivalry since New Day versus the Usos, so it kind of rekindled in a different way.
In a
And
single
you
one.
know, Xavier Woods had him kind of dominating the match, but he caught that, that super kick when he was coming off the top rope. Caught that super kick.
And it's kind of
Uso
over.
hit him with the, put that, quiet it down. Hit that Uso splash in the air. Got that 1, 2, 3. And he tried to lift Xavier Woods up. And, because, they still cool. When they thought they still cool. And then he dapping up Kofi. And Xavier Woods is like,
cool.
man, you taking that man here? I'm like, for what? Okay, you won. Congratulations. All right. Cool. And take that. I'm gone. All right. I'll come back for you, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he's trying to tell Kobe to come on. Bron Breakker comes, hit that quick spear on Jey. He said he wanted that kind of title back. And that led to, Kofi getting the spear, trying to help him out get speared. Xavier Woods helping Kofi out.
Oh, but
Breakker ran around that ring.
Don't forget to talk about how Kofi wanted to help, and Xavier told him, "You ain't got that. Ain't our problem. That's his issue."
Exactly, boy. You see
Yeah.
that
That was a
another
pretty big
heel.
deal.
Hey, the heel tendencies. They bubbling up in Xavier for real, for real. He ready for something new. He ready to cause some
He wanted
damage.
to break
But
out.
he took his L tonight, and he took a spear for his troubles.
Yeah, he
But
should
Oh
have been
yeah.
out. Well,
Yeah,
should have went. Mm.
yeah, but we're gonna get to the new day. I'm gonna get back to the new day. But how y'all feel about Bron Breakker switching up from last week where he was congratulating Jay and shaking his hand to this week, spearing him out of his clean forces? How you feel about that 256?
Man, you know how I feel about the cocaine Air Force Ones, baby, them cocaine whites. Um, hey man, hey, he was cool with Jay winning the belt, but I told you he want that blue thing now. Jay turned them colors on it. He said, "Oh, that thing pretty. I need that. I'm gonna need that back. I'm gonna need that blue thing." You know what I'm saying? So, and it was a good swerve. You know what I'm saying? It was a real good swerve. Have him come out there do the honorable thing last week. Have the reports on the internet that he's turning face, and then boom, he come back out there and attack him. I feel like that was masterfully done. Uh, because hey man, you got to find ways to swerve the community. And again, as a competitor myself, I like to be surprised. Me and Chris had a small little wager for a good Chris 4 quarters. He said that Woods was gonna turn or Kofi was gonna turn. I said I said Kofi ain't turning on nobody now. I said if anybody turn, it'll be Woods. So Kofi didn't turn, so you know what I'm saying. I got, you know what I'm saying. I was able to win the big bucks. The big bucks. I won not the big bucks, the big buck. Shout out to my son Chris. The big buck. I won the big buck. So, you know what I'm saying? Hey, you can clip that and TikTok that. Yeah. So,
Hey, money over here.
yeah, okay. Money. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. See, Professor, we went back. So,
yeah,
Shout out to
yeah.
Crime Time.
but,
Hey, two references to Crime Time. We didn't think was gonna happen today, but shout out to Crime Time.
uh,
Shout give RP Shad. Yeah,
yes,
shout out
Lord.
JTG.
Yeah,
He need
yeah.
a contract too somewhere, man. Get a lot of JTG. That man grind on the independence right now. Show some little JTG.
Yeah,
RP
he's been
Shad.
grinding for a minute. And he's still in incredible shape, man. That
For
dude.
sure.
Yeah,
For
man.
sure.
Yeah. So but I liked it. And then as far as the match between Woods and Uso, I told y'all a couple weeks ago, just because you lose the match don't mean you lost. Because Woods elevated his stock in the singles ranks as well as he did with the match with Rey Mysterio. But I like this match. It was straight up, and even like I say, even though he lost, to me he really won because he moved up another notch. He can remove the tag team stigma by doing stuff like this, just like Jey Uso had to do. It's the same story, just two different people. They always say the game don't change, just the players.
Mm.
Facts on that. Facts on that. So what facts you got, Mr. Professor? How you feeling about it? The match between
Oh, the
Jay
Bron
and
Breakker point.
Xavier Woods. Yeah, Bron
Well,
Breakker.
Bron Breakker point. Oh, it makes look. Bron Breakker did a noble thing. He came out, he shook his hand, and that was it. He never said, "You're my friend." He never said, "We're buddies." Jay did that whole, "Oh, I hear some dogs barking," and Bron looked at him like, "Yeah, okay," and just kind of walked off, like, "Okay, whatever." So yeah, Bron's like, "Listen here, dude. You took my belt. You think this is just gonna be over? You think that's just how that works?" Oh, hold on. I'm saying the wrong
Right.
word. Like, no, right? No, he dude. Well, I mentioned this before. Braun Breaker's whole story is lose, get stronger, and win. Man, I really hope they don't start Sasha banking Jey Uso with him winning on TV shows and losing at the pay-per-views. I really hope it
Hey
don't
man, but
turn into this
at least he had
because
a successful title advance.
true. But
Yeah. So
I
it
don't
ain't
know how
gonna
this is
like
gonna
Sasha.
turn
It
out.
ain't like Sasha like that. He got one off.
Right.
He did
Sasha
get
wasn't
one
getting
off. That's
none.
true. It's just I don't know because I feel like if they meet again, I don't know. I won't be surprised if Braun wins. I just wouldn't. Wouldn't hope he wins, but I don't know. I'm a little on the fence
I
when
think
they meet up
I, I
again.
I think if they meet again, the New Day interfere, but that interference might backfire and help Bron. That's just how I see it.
That'll be interesting. That'll be
Yeah,
interesting.
it's either that or what we've been alluding to for a few times, Bloodline 2.0 come
Yeah.
through and cost them.
Well, yeah, that could play
It's,
into it because we don't know what that story will be at that point. That could come into play.
yeah, I really want my boy Jay to have a good title reign. Like, dang, give me to December at least. Hey,
Yeah,
Yeah.
right. To the
like,
Rumble. At least to
Saturday
the
main
Rumble.
event. You know what I'm saying? Saturday main event.
Great day, Bo.
Right, bro. I mean, he just got that thing.
So can we
But I
just
mean,
go
Bron
from main
Breakker just had
event?
it too. So I mean,
Should he go
huh?
from main event Jey Uso to top card Jey Uso? No, so top mid card Jey Uso. Like, could it just be that
Stop.
top mid card?
Stop, BJ.
Man, we
Stop
have.
it. You
Well,
stop it right
listen.
now, BJ. You
Hey,
stop
look,
that.
right
You
now,
stop that.
he's main event with the top mid card title.
Well, what I'm gonna say about that is this. I remember at one point what the damn Intercontinental title was the main event.
Yes,
Like
because Brock
seriously.
Lesnar wasn't around. That's why. Brock Lesnar said, "Forget you guys. I'm the champ. I show when I want to, like Hulk Hogan used to do in the
Screw you
'80s."
guys. I'm going home.
Right? That's why the
Who had it
Intercontinental
at that time?
title wasn't.
Was it Bron had it at the time?
Yeah,
When
he
Bron was
did.
out?
Yeah. He said it was a
Yeah,
work.
Seth was doing
See,
big
that's a
things back.
work. But I mean, that's what it was when Hogan was around, because Hogan was like a spectacle, so he only showed up periodically. In the meantime, you had the Intercontinental Champion to be the champion.
Yeah. He had a lot of prestige. Like I said, that's why we all love that IC title, man. That
Yeah, yeah,
they call it the workhorse. That's what it's for. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? So, but I enjoyed it. Like I said, I really want to. I'm so glad New Day is really being more relevant and interesting lately. And like I said, hey,
no,
they,
that
they,
was the white strap.
oh,
That's the
he go
white
to
strap.
IC title. He had to pull it out.
Yeah,
That's because it's one of the best
Champion
got
titles.
to,
scored got
It's
some
boy.
the white
championships
strap.
out here, boy.
Yeah, got to, boy. Got nothing but the hits. Nothing but the hits.
Oh yeah, everybody love
Uh,
that one, man. Everybody,
yeah,
I think probably everybody's favorite right there.
yeah.
I grew up with the oval one. Was it? Like,
I call that one the
The one that
'98.
his brother
That's
had.
'98 right there.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's the one
Yeah,
I
that's
grew up
fine.
with.
This-
But
I grew up on this one right here with the black strap, the yellow strap, and the beautiful. And
Oh,
this
the
is the
yellow
best one, the
strap.
white strap.
The
Yeah.
yellow strap was
yeah,
the best.
So yeah,
right.
I
yeah,
think it's a perfect
yeah.
strap, too. Might have won it off.
This
But
would be the Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, that's
oh
right. Shawn
yeah,
Michaels had the white strap.
Yeah,
Yep. He
yeah.
was with Sensational
This
Sherry, starting off
this
as
that
the
this
Heartbreak Kid.
yeah this that WrestleMania 9, baby. This that
hey,
WrestleMania
Yep.
9.
Well, he wasn't
Yeah.
champion then.
Yes, he was. He faced Tatanka at that WrestleMania.
So he
It
fought
was the
Rick
first
Martel.
match. Mm-mm.
He was at
Mm-mm.
WrestleMania 9.
Wow.
I remember it was in the Coliseum.
Go ahead. Dude. Caesar's Palace, baby.
Yep,
Tatanka
it
and
was in
Shawn
Caesar
Michaels match
Palace.
number 1.
yeah.
Yep. Well,
Okay.
I mean, Professor, please fact check me though.
Okay. You asked for it. I have to look for it then. Only because you asked.
Well, why you look for that?
I don't like WrestleMania 9. That's one of my least favorite WrestleManias because I just hate that
Honestly, it's
ending.
a lot. It's a lot of people's. A lot of people didn't even like that WrestleMania.
Yeah. Undertaker,
Yeah.
John Gonzalez, so much was wrong with that mania. But anyway, yeah, let's
Wow.
continue.
Let's not go there.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Let's move the camera.
Why you look for that? We also had Sheamus beating Pete Dunne again. I mean,
Woo.
well, I think Pete Dunne beat him before. So I can't say that.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Right.
but yeah, the Donnie Brook match, and those two contenders that could be for Intercontinental title soon down the line. You know what I'm saying? But it was a hell of a match. Sheamus back like he just got whooped by that Donnie. I was like, Lord, it's always gonna show up on Sheamus though. Everything gonna show
Yeah.
up on Sheamus.
Yeah.
So it's always gonna look like he's been through a battle. And
Yeah.
I love it, man. I love it. His fighting style. I love the hard hitting. I love Pete Dunne. Pete Dunne took a lot of L's too, though, lately. But
I got a lot to say.
But he done got some too. He done got some dubs though too. He
yeah, he got a few of them. He got a few of them.
Trick. He beat Sheamus. He got a couple dubs, man. But yeah, he lose the blow off matches, and I mean I get it.
The
but his
dude
feet done.
lost
Like,
to the dude lost to Sheamus when Sheamus had both hands behind his back. It's one thing to take a loss,
Right.
but Sheamus literally had no hands at this point, and he took the L.
Hey, I know, but
he still
boy,
got
that
them big,
bro kicked something else though,
right?
bro.
He
I
got them
mean,
big Irish boots.
yeah, them boots.
I'm not trying to hear that.
The boots ain't just
Buried?
for walking, man.
Can I use the word buried? Can I say that? Can I pull out a
Uh,
shovel? Is that too much? Could I pull out a shovel to represent Butch? Butch
Nah,
got
man. Hey, nah.
buried.
Hey, man, that dude on TV. It can't be too big of a show with that dude on TV every week on multiple shows. I
Oh
can't
yeah.
call it. I can't. Yeah, I
Okay.
can't
So
say
it's
he
a
getting
televised
buried.
burial. All right, it's a televised funeral. Okay, fine then. That's less horrible. It's still a burial.
uh, maybe
If
that's
he would get if he would
he'll
get
do something there. I don't know, man. He gonna
if
be
he
on
would
both
get
shows.
if he would
All,
hey, I would call it a burial if he wouldn't get no dubs, but he didn't got a couple, bro.
Okay.
yeah,
You know what?
he got a couple.
Pete Dune. Let's look up old Pete Dune.
Shout out Pete Dunne, man.
Yeah.
He great out there. He great. He doing great things. But like I said, he might be on back NXT. But we're gonna go ahead and go to NXT on that CW.
Yeah.
CW and in St. Louis. I kind of like that. I thought it was gonna be the whole bigger arena in St. Louis, but I mean, I kind of like how the winner that was in this week.
Right. It reminded me of the township.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right. It
Yeah.
does. But
Yeah.
is this like the
Yeah.
standard now? This is what they're going to be doing every week.
Yeah, they're gonna be on the
yeah,
road
yeah,
all the time now.
But I mean,
yeah.
the
They're gonna
way
be on the
the
road.
arena look. But I mean, the way the arena looked tonight is it going to look more like that, or how it looked like on the first night.
That I don't care. I mean, I just if they
That's
switch
what I
it up
don't
and
know.
alternate why not? You know what I'm saying? They was in the same arena, but just like in a different room. It seemed like.
Oh, like
Yeah.
the room that usually business parties hold when they do their little seminars, like they're like guest.
I can't stand you. I can't stand
You
you.
should have
Oh
given
my
the
god.
room.
Oh,
Well, hold on a
oh,
second. That's the
I,
arena, folks. No, this
oh,
we have a special room for. Just move the brooms out the way. Don't worry about it. There's enough
oh,
space.
oh
It
my god.
was a decent size. It was a decent size
Hey,
place, man. I like how it looked.
everybody in the comments in the chat, everybody that's watching this, I'm gonna stand firm on this. I'm going to die and live on this hill. There is nothing. There is nothing good enough for the professor. You understand what I'm
Whoa, hold on.
saying?
Not good enough.
Nothing.
I'm just asking the question. I'm just trying to get clarity on where they're performing. Was it a broom closet?
BJ,
Was it a
BJ,
crib? Where
BJ.
were they performing?
Quick side note. Quick
Okay.
Oh
side note.
man.
In college, I had a professor just like you. Check this out. The professor loved me. He gave me he awarded me one of it's called the gold coin medal. It's like one of his best students, and he still failed me. Like
Yeah.
that's that's BJ. That is
Well,
BJ.
I'm not failing NXT. I'm just asking the question. This ain't Chase U. Represent the U real quick. Just throw that up. But this ain't Chase U. This is just simply a question of are they going to be in the intimate settings or in the large settings? I'm
I
just
like
curious.
them both.
Yeah, I think they're gonna keep switching it up. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Because
Because
this
the large settings just
me
look like
about
a PLE.
Yeah, I know, right? That's the
yeah.
thing about it. But it's not. They're NXT.
It kind of remind me of NXT UK too though.
Yeah, yeah, that's a
Oh
good point.
yeah. In fact, they should go with
Yeah,
that
that's what
instead.
it remind me of.
Well, them
Huh?
shows used to be off the hook.
I like the small setting.
Yeah, they.
That's what NXT feels like. It feels like it should be in an intimate setting because it's more in your
Yeah.
face. And you get to know the wrestlers more better. It's more personable. You wait. I
Right.
don't
Oh
know.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point.
So that's really
That's
what
a
I
good
like.
point.
Plus, it helps for other people to help grow into themselves outside of just being in that huge crowd immediately. Let them wane into it a bit. Don't just throw them directly in the water when we got a kiddie pool. I hate to use the word kiddie
Right.
pool, but
But they threw somebody in the shark waters. Javon Evans for Randy Orton, the Viper. 21-year-old Javon Evans fought the Viper, one of his heroes he grew up watching. Great match. Well, Randy Orton had his number to pretty much the whole match. He was like, he moved out the way of certain moves. The Javon was doing was like, you ain't get me like that. I'm too seasoned for that. You know who you fighting? You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
because
Yo,
Right.
yo, I'm out there 20 years in the game. What's going on?
Oh,
Randy Orton, legend killer.
talk
I
to
got a few names. You know what I'm saying? But
Oh my God, yeah.
yeah, they kind of. I was hoping to get a nice RKO spot, but they tried it. They just couldn't pull it off, and so it was almost there. But and then Orton picked him up, gave him the RKO.
Hey,
It
you
was
know
done.
what?
So you
It's
know what I'm
better
saying?
than the alternative, which would have been yelled stupid, stupid, stupid. So he's definitely
Yeah,
improved since then. So we'll say that.
yeah. Ah, that doesn't matter with Kofi. We all remember that now. We
Yeah,
all remember that.
he could
But
have easily gone that route, but he didn't. Randy Orton's, he's a lot better. He's matured. He's definitely, yeah, he's in the game.
oh,
So,
this is grown man Randy Orton,
yeah, right?
mature, a leader, a mentor, Randy Orton. This is him for real, for real.
And
And
Javon apologized. He over rotated on that move. I knew that's how the RKO was gonna happen. Remember, I
yeah,
told y'all that was gonna be the finish.
yeah,
I said that when the match got announced. I said, "Well, I know the finish already." They almost hit it, but it's almost like Javon over rotated, and he was apologizing right there on the spot. And Randy was like, "Dude, it's okay. You're the man." Like he did, you know what I'm saying? And then
yeah.
that standing RKO looked devastating too, because I was like, "Ooh." He
Yeah, because he
just
head planted him. That was,
yeah, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So,
They still sold it real well right there, but yeah, but if he would have got that spinning one, that would have just been one of the moments of the year, man. It would have been,
right, right.
and they could meet down the line and they could perfect it. They gonna get that right.
it can always come back to that, bro. And it was the moment, and I get well, I'm starting, so I'll start, I guess.
Yeah,
If that's cool, okay.
good.
I me personally, I love the match. It was a perfect uh mentoree, student teacher type match. You know what I'm saying? You had all the moments like the walk offs. Randy basically saying, "I know what you're used to, but hit him with that T'Challa. We don't do that to you."
No, we don't.
He hit him with it a couple times, and then Randy Orton, probably besides Nick Nemeth or Dolph Ziggler for people that don't know
Yeah,
that,
don't use the slave name. No sir.
Randy Orton is still one of the best sellers. Period. The spot where he caught Javon's foot and slammed it down, and Javon super kicked him right there. So, and
I
then the
love
second,
that.
yeah. Oh man,
I love it.
listen. I'm perfectly fine with the match. Did the over rotation on that into the RKO go a little haywire? Yeah, but who cares? Because guess what, Randy, being the veteran, he said, "Oh no, we're gonna get a clean one. We got to give the crowd what they want." And so I partially hit you with one, but nah, stand up, let's do a whole one. And like BJ said, he head planted them, so just a regular standard press Y RKO look, or a triangle on PlayStation, I guess.
Oh yeah. Hey, we PlayStation over here, bro. I'm sorry. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
I listen.
no
When you
worries.
said press Y, that was second language to me. I understood that crystal
Yep.
clear. Press Y. Well, I
Oh,
get
that's
that
right.
concept. I
That's
understand.
Hey,
I had to cover all the bases, baby. It's a
Oh,
boom
to my
style life over
PS5
here.
gang, what's up? What's up?
Hey man, I got both of them. I'm just saying,
Hey,
I had to take care of everybody, but I watched the match 3 times because I just really enjoyed it. I like seeing them in that moment. I enjoyed the interaction with Ethan Page. Ethan Page is awesome to me. Just period. He didn't even have to wrestle. He can just be the annoying heel and get over. You know what I'm saying? But as far as the match between Randy and Javon, I'm with it, man. Like I said, okay, that last fight didn't go as planned, but they covered it up and got through it. And I love the student teacher aspect of the match. That was my favorite part because you can tell they're grooming them. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you the future, bro. We gonna get you ready now.
like I said, he learned this early. He was on independence, so this ain't his first start. So he's only
No,
20. So
I did shows with him, bro. I remember
oh,
Malachi. I keep calling him by his real name, but you know what I mean.
I got you.
Yeah.
But how you
ooh.
feel about Professor?
I need to answer you.
Uh,
I'm glad Jacoby said everything he said because those are the things that needed to be said. 'Cause what I'm going to say is very unpopular. I am honestly not a fan of either one of these two. I've never been a fan of Randy Orton, and I just do not care for Javon Evans. I just don't. I don't like his
what?
wrestling style. I just don't. And this match was fine. It wasn't as bad as I thought because I thought I wasn't gonna be that interested. It was fine, but I am just not a fan of either one of these two individually. So a match between them does nothing for me. That's why I'm happy Jacoby said everything he said because he spoke about it from a fan standpoint. As a person who has little to no interest to these two people, this match was fine. I am not a fan
Oh
of either one of these.
man,
What?
I've never been a fan of
Hey,
Randy
that's,
Orton.
hey, that's an A plus in his book. If he said it's fine, it's an A plus.
Yeah, I've never been a
God,
fan of
dang,
Randy Orton.
you know, like Javon, boy, man,
No.
don't see.
I don't, listen, I don't like that type of wrestling style. I hate how he bounces off the ropes. The guy looks like he weighs 89 pounds. I can never take him seriously in a bout unless he's fighting someone who's equally 89 pounds.
I understand what you're saying. He is skinny, bro, but he be moving. I just like him, man, and I like how when he talk on the mic.
I
That's the
hear
things
you.
I like about him. But
Okay.
what's dude name that was there who had North American title for like a hot second, who was man skinny too, and I think he's married to one of
Oh, hey,
the
that's my
referee,
dog. Hold on now. Hold on. That's my dog.
Black Queen, the
That,
referee. What's her name?
I know what you're talking about.
well, I knew her
You
as
see it?
Aja Pereira when me and her were on the Independence, but I think her name in WWE is Daphne LaShawn, if I ain't mistaken.
Yeah,
Uh,
her husband,
yeah,
her guy.
but that's my dog. Hey, Leon, don't be too rough. That's my
Oh yeah,
dog.
Leon Rush. There he is. Because people kept confusing him with Leo Rush.
Yeah.
Yeah. Nah. Leo.
Oh,
Hey,
you're right.
the first real quick sidebar. The first time I met Austin Theory, I was in Yarber City, Florida for an Evolve show. I went down there with Anthony Henry and James Drake. I was just trying to get on the card that night. I didn't have a match. I was just trying to get on the card. But the best match of the night was between Austin Theory and Leon Ruff. What them two dudes was doing in that match was wild. But by that time, Austin Theory was already chosen. He did that show in Yarber City, and we was talking after the show. He was like, "I'm finna catch a flight. I got to go wrestle in Mexico tomorrow." So he was already on the way. And then when I seen Leon get the NXT, I thought that was dope. But yeah, that was Leon Ruff. That they comparing them to.
Yeah, but Javon kind of they get that body type, but Javon a little bigger, and he got that crowd with him right now. So young OG, shout out. I like him, but I mean I don't
Me too,
know.
and I love his theme music.
And with this match, he found his way into a triple threat for next week against Ethan Page and Wes Lee for the number one contender for the NXT title. Who gonna fight Trick Williams at Halloween Havoc, I believe. And
Yeah,
so Javon doing something right. He impressing somebody out here in these
yeah.
streets.
Hey,
So
that's Sean Hickenbottom.
Hey, look, that's Sean. Look, Randy Orton, right? Randy Orton, you considered a legend. Randy Orton.
Yeah,
The
absolutely.
only time I like Randy Orton was doing the Legend Killer phase, and even then I didn't like him, but he was just a good heel. I always felt like he should have beat the Undertaker's streak because it just would have been perfect for that character. But I'm glad he didn't because I
That
would
should
have
have been
hated
Bray
Randy Orton.
Wyatt.
Yeah, it should have been Bray Wyatt in the grand
bro,
scheme of
I ain't want to go off on a tangent about the streak. Yeah, you brought it up, but my
it.
pick he said it. But my pick was Bray Wyatt.
Yeah,
That was the perfect person to break the streak.
it
But they
is.
gave it to Brock. Okay.
I don't think Brock needed it, but
And you know the
whatever.
sad thing about it was
Oh, at
Bray
all.
Bray fought Brock the next. I'm sorry, Bray fought the Undertaker the next year, but it's like you can't have Bray
Yeah,
win now because he just lost to Brock the year prior. Like that was a wasted
Right.
loss. You could have saved that clip.
but then they had him lose to Roman the very next year. I'm like,
I know
Yeah.
that doesn't make any sense. But you know what? Roman had the best lines
I mean,
in my
it
yard
wasn't
now.
this year. It was like a few years down. No, he lost it 2 years after that. It was 2 years because he lost to 30. Roman won at 33.
yeah. So
And
he
Taker fought
lost to
Shane
Brock.
at 32.
Yeah. So he lost to Brock. No, he lost to Brock, beat Bray, beat Shane, then lost to Roman.
Yeah.
Shane, that is. I forgot about Shane.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the
But
respect match for Shane McMahon. The respect. with a K.
But
Oh,
that
we'll
was
talk
the
about
story
Shane.
of Bray's career. That was the story of Bray's career. Not winning the matches he should have really needed to win.
Because he should have beat John Cena at that WrestleMania that year.
He should have beat Goldberg at
No,
whatever
no,
event he
Bray,
lost to Goldberg to.
Bro, you know what? Me and my son Playboy was just talking about that. The only reason that Goldberg beat him is because they was trying to get the title back on Roman, and there was no way they was gonna let Roman beat the Fiend because they knew.
Yeah.
They knew it, like they didn't like Roman already. They would have really hated him if you would have put the Fiend over, put him over the Fiend.
Oh my God!
So
The booze would have been
even though I didn't like the fact that Goldberg was winning, I guess if they figured Bray went walking out of WrestleMania with the belt, no way, we might as well get it off of him now and let Roman be the legend instead of being the Fiend. Because if he beats the Fiend, the crowd might never get on his side. So,
but I don't know. It irks me because I love Bray so man. R.I.P. Bray Wyatt, man.
yeah,
It's 3 matches at WrestleMania he should have won. John Cena at 30, Undertaker 31, and Randy Orton at 33.
You know what? Real quick, I got to talk about that one. There is nothing logical about using magic in a match and still losing. How do you use magic? Whatever I don't even know what magic that even was, like him changing the mat. But nonetheless, it's still magic. How do you lose? That made no sense. You know what irked me even more is that later, mind you, Randy Orton burned down Bray Wyatt's compound. How do we finish this entire story later? Randy Orton beats the Fiend because of a weird Alexa Bliss appearance that throws him off. So Randy Orton still had the upper advantage. Bray Wyatt never had to come up until Randy Orton.
yeah, that's 4.
That's 4 he should have won at all those WrestleManias he should have won. 4.
He
Like,
never got his comeuppance against Randy Orton. I guess that's another reason I don't like Randy Orton.
remember, this man got burned. His compound got burned. He got burned alive. I'm like, God, dog, Randy Orton just dominates this man. Like, what is going on, bro?
Burned the compound, burned the actual man. Like, come on.
Like, those are the times I didn't like Randy. Well, you talking about you didn't like Randy. Those are the times I didn't like Randy because Bray should have won those matches, man.
Yeah,
But,
both of them.
yeah.
Because he was the WWE champion for like 28 days, 42 days, some crap like that. I was happy that he won it. But,
That's how long he was champion.
hey, man.
Was that short?
Hey, BJ, just every time we come on, bro, just keep that cup by you, bro. Just keep a cup right by you, bro.
We'll get a month to say that.
We're gonna have a segment called "A Cup of Coffee with the Professor."
Yeah, we're gonna talk about everyone who had a quick 15 minutes of fame and was never seen again at that spot.
Hey, it might be coming in November with the rest of the merch. We're gonna have cups on sale. We might have cups on sale. Cup of coffee in the big time merch.
Yeah.
It might be coming soon. Watch out. Get ready for the rest of the merch. Dropping in November. Stay tuned. Stay tuned, folks. But we talking about people who should have won, which I think should have won. I think Open Femi should have kept his title. We're gonna get it to the North America, but getting back to NXT with it. But Tony D'Angelo, the story we saw with it, the writing on the wall for it. So it happened like we was talking about last episode. You know what I'm saying? Big Tony D'Angelo finally got the title, got his confidence back. He said he's not broken. So him and the family celebrated. Man, hopefully Obafemi goes on to bigger things. He was doing like I was saying. He was talking like I was saying before, talking about having 2 titles. So that's where it was headed. In his mind, but here we go with Tony D'Angelo. He broke the record, but for the longest reigning North American champion of all time, you know what I'm saying? But Tony pulled it out, and so here we are. So, Mr. 256, how you feel about Big Tony getting that victory?
Well, I said it. I think 2 or 3 weeks ago that was gonna happen. I said they're gonna let him break the record, and then it's coming right off of him. So it was what it was. I was like, and even watching the match, I was like, this is it. I don't want it to be it, but this is it. But the match itself was just fine to me, just fine. I love the finish. I love the finish. Because of Tony D'Angelo's amateur background, he had a great roll up, a great stack. I mean, a wonderful stack, like technique wise. It was, and this is the performer in me talking now. Just watching it from that standpoint. Just the execution of stuff. Him, Oba was doing uncharacteristic things in this match that he normally doesn't do. Messing with people on the outside, spending too much time on the outside. He still did his normal stuff, but he did things that were out of the ordinary, which led you to believe if you're doing things different, you might get a different outcome. I love the false finishes in the match. I'm gonna always be partial to two heavy guys working and having a good match. The psychology was good. I was really digging it, and I wasn't. I'm disappointed that he lost, but I wasn't mad at it. Because I got to spend time with Tony in Florida. Real good guy. So I'm glad that he got his moment because he's been grinding in NXT for a minute. You know what I'm saying? So, and he's for him to, but it's not like he ain't been doing nothing while he's been there. You know what I'm saying? The only thing he hasn't done now is be the NXT champion. He's had a shot at that. So it was a good moment. The crowd popped like crazy. And let's be honest, that's what we as a performer, that's what you're there for. You wanna get that kind of reaction on your finish. You know what I'm saying? You want people to react like that. You want them to be happy. You want them to be shocked. You had some people in the crowd shocked, and you had some people in the crowd elated. And Oba sold the loss like I can't believe this just happened. This is well done by everyone involved.
Right. Because Oba he didn't look weak in this. And like I said, and when he pushed, I think he put Stacks and O'Girl down, and that really fired up Tony. And so it was good. Like I said, I thought Oba was going to get it when he had his hand around his neck, but then, Tony flipped over him. When he did that, I was like, oh, here we go. I was like, ah.
Shout out to my dog. Shout out to my dog Tron for counting that 3. My
Yeah.
dog always doing good work. Yeah,
we gotta get Tron on here, man. We gotta talk to Tron, man.
Yeah, I got it. I'm on it, bro. I'm on it.
Oh, for
Good
sure,
dude,
for sure.
man. Good dude.
But BJ, how you think about Tony winning, man?
Popping bottles, putting supermodels in the cab. Poof, Tony got his swagger back. That's what it is. So I mean, it's a beautiful thing in the end, right?
Hey. Oh,
Well, no, look, we all knew that's where the story was going. That in the end, it was inevitable. He was
okay.
trying
Let
to
me
get
put it on.
his confidence. He was trying to get his, who he was again. Now, I will say the match is good. Not going to talk about the match because I like to look forward to the whole thing. Where does this go for Tony? Because so he got his confidence back. For some odd reason, I feel like it's still going to be a short reign. I don't know. I feel like Mufimi may win it back. I don't know. It doesn't feel like it's anything that's built to be long term. It felt like it was just good to be for a moment.
Hey, well, that's what WWE is all about, moments.
Chasing. It's all about the chase. But once you get that chase, it's okay, now what's the next story?
That's what the money's at. The money's in the chase, bro.
I was trying to see. I'm trying to see who would be his contenders. I think I was saying Wesley, or like I said, Oba maybe will fight him again. I think Oba moving up to the NXT title, after Halloween Havoc probably. And whoever doesn't win the no one contender shot, they might get the North American title shot.
That's what I see Javon Evans doing. I can see Javon Evans being more in that realm of contendership. I don't know about the NXT World Title. That may be a little too heavy for him to carry. It's a pretty big belt there.
Oh.
Let me stop. I will stop. Javon Evans,
come on now.
He's a good guy.
That man good. Don't do that man like that.
Yeah, he is very talented, and the crowd does like him. I will admit that.
Right, yeah. Oh, well, we had a title change, but we also had some titles retained with Axiom and Nathan Frazier beating A-Town Down Under. I was like, I kind of thought A-Town Down Under was actually going to win. I don't know.
Mm.
But
Nah.
I don't know. Are they gonna pull
Nah,
up the trigger on the will they won't they break up thing? I feel like they're taking so long with this story. They need to just
they really are. It's been
they need
Man,
to
since
speed it up.
January,
bro,
bro.
they
January,
mentioned it.
February.
They mentioned it. They mentioned it during the match. Every tag team that Axiom and Frazier beat ends up breaking up,
Oh, so
and they
that's what they
not
needed.
lying.
Oh my god! So they had to wait to fight them to break up. Oh my goodness!
Oh, hey, bro, I'm just going with the story. Don't do that to me.
I know, but the story is like, come on.
It's all right. But on this show, we also had kind of a championship party. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the
Oh yeah.
women's
Oh,
tag team champions and the women's North American champion out there with NXT champion, Mr. Big Trick Williams, the face of NXT, and I'm happy to say that, man. Oh, that's my boy. That's how that's your guy right there too. And
Yeah,
surprise me, man. Oh, Uso out
yeah,
there.
big money, Jey
yeah.
Uso.
Like
Oh,
that
bro,
was.
Yeah.
they're trying to get that viewership on NXT for real out
Yeah,
here. Everybody,
It's
all the viewers, what's going on?
and they was
Mr.
going
V.
nuts for that.
Oh, yeah, whoop that trick. Yeah. I was like, yeah, that's the crowd I want to be in. It's, man, SmackDown show coming up where we at, so we might be in the building. Might,
I get
so
it.
I'm ready. I'm ready to be in the crowd, man. I'm just ready, bro.
All right, so real quick, I gotta bring this up. Because this is a talking point in the wrestling community. You know, not too long ago, it was brought to Triple H's attention about the booking of black wrestlers, and he said, you know, he doesn't see color, he only sees talent. Now here we
Oh,
are. What Monday
ooh,
Night Raw? We get Sexy Red shucking and driving out there. Oh no, that's what she did. And
Xavier.
now we got NXT, and they bring out all the black wrestlers. Be like, look at all this color we got with titles. And this PR damage control from a statement that is still very valid. I want to give you an interesting statistic. Bobby Lashley is the last black wrestler to win a match on a pay per view, and that was against Brock Lesnar in a disqualification about what 1 or 2 Royal Rumbles ago.
No, he beat him by pinfall.
No, that was disqualification.
At Royal Rumble?
At the Royal Rumble, it was
No,
disqualification, wasn't it?
No,
no,
Roman
he
hit him
beat
with the
him.
belt, and Bobby pinned him.
Okay,
Yeah, it's a
Bobby pinned him.
pinfall, bro.
But even then, how long ago was that compared to how many
Uh,
pay per views we had since then? So it's like, I don't know.
that was like
Is,
3 years ago.
is there validity that black wrestlers are being booked questionably, if not just bad?
I
Let,
would
let
say
me
yeah.
let me get it right quick. In NXT, this is how it's always been. We talking about NXT. It's been like this for a good while. For black wrestlers are thriving in NXT. The concern is the main roster black male talent isn't getting the shine that everyone thinks they should. I want to bring this up at the Bad Blood, recap, but the show was going on long. So, but
Yeah.
I was wondering if I could bring it up here, but you brought it up. Here we go. Triple H, did y'all feel Triple H answered that in the right way? I'm gonna say mine first, where a lot of people wasn't happy with it because I don't see color, I see talent. I get what you're saying, but that doesn't sit well with the culture. You know what I'm saying? With a lot of people, and so. And I get other people saying what black male talent should have been on Bad Blood or on any recent PLE on the main roster. Nobody is set in position. In my opinion, nobody is set in position right now to get those spots on the PLE. I want them to have those spots, but they need to work on building them up for those spots, and that's not happening right now. In our last conversation, me, Sean, and Lonnie had about black male talent in recent years, one of my things I said, and a lot of people commented about it, was a lot of the black male talent are not good on the mic. They're great in the ring. People love to see them, but that mic is gold. And a lot of them don't come across well on the mic. The best ones, Rock, Booker T, Montez, and maybe some others I'm not mentioning. That's why I want to have this conversation with y'all. I want to have a conversation with y'all, but the best ones right now is the ones right there, the black male talent in WWE period, they can talk. The ones coming up, like Oba, Trick, Carmelo is one on SmackDown. He could have that spot. Montez, another one on SmackDown. He could have that spot. Maybe Dawkins, if you give him that shine, everybody think Dawkins can't do what Montez could do, and can't do it. Should have that shine like Montez. Should say Montez should break off. He can have that shine as well. So those three right there on the main roster already, build them up now, because I don't want to hear you continue to say a year from now, anytime from now, or anybody say that somebody needs to be built up. That's why that needs to happen right now. That's why the conversation wants to be put out there so people build up now. No, there's no talent, black male talent, that should have been taking spots on PLEs at least in the past year or two. But they need to be built up right now. And once the ones that's in NXT get talled up, they are there. They should be the ones. So all them together, once they get up there, they should be the ones. So that's my opinion on it. And it also, I'm trying to get it all out. It's not just black talent, Asian talent like Shinsuke, and that's the only one I can think of for main roster. Who else? It's not just black talent. Shinsuke, it could be Mexican talent. Who is there showing besides Rey Mysterio, but he's kind of a legend status where he's putting other people over at this moment. Who else is there for the Mexican talent, male talent? It's not just black talent, but as me being a black man, I'm looking for to see my representation. But there also needs to be representation of other races too, other than white and Samoan. I love white and Samoan talent. I'm not knocking any of them. We love them, but we want to see that representation put out there for us, and Asian, Mexican, Arab, whatever it is. We want to see the representation. So if Trill's saying I don't see color or whatever, we do. We also see the talent in the white and Samoans and whoever else is getting that talent, but we want to see those differences. That's what the world is, differences, and we accentuate our differences and show all our talent is there in all races. So I just want to get all that out. I'm sorry.
No, you good, bro.
Who wants to go first?
I want to real quick jump on this as well. So I want to go to the whole
Okay.
OC color statement. I don't know who told people that. I feel like it's other white people who told white people to don't see color, because I don't really feel like that's something black people would have told folks. But I don't know. It was a very bad statement, and that's not something you want to say in a moment like that, because that's basically saying I only see talent. So you mean to tell me black people don't have talent? Like, that's a bit confusing based on how you book it. I'll go to a point of the Hurt Business. You talk about they had no one on the microphone. They had Bobby Lashley at a time still. They had plans to do something with him and what's their name? Street Profits. And it's just like it was a start and go, start and stop, start and stop. One moment, Bobby's like, oh, I like you guys. The next moment, he's like, oh, I hate you guys. Next moment, he's like, oh, come on, let's do something. Next moment, it's like, no, we're not going to do anything. They had a big win at WrestleMania in a match that's more remembered for Snoop Dogg commentary than the actual match. Which brings me to another point.
It was hilarious, though. It was hilarious.
Okay, granted, but hold to that point. Funny how you can say the black talent doesn't get a lot of shine, but WWE is sure quick to bring in black rap talent. We'll give you the theme song. We'll bring the Weeknd to do 3 different type of theme song. We'll have Snoop do commentary. We'll have Sexy Red do the introduction at the first NXT. We'll bring in the smorgasbord of artists. We'll use the culture, but don't expect to see them champions on the main roster. And you talk about
Metro Boomin in the future.
Yeah, Metro Boomin most recently at Bad Blood. They had a whole thing with him and Cody. Now you talk about who do they have that could have been on the bet. You had LA Knight, Carmelo Hayes. That might have not been the greatest heat, but you could have put it on a card because it was for the U.S. title. Carmelo Hayes is a pretty good standalone on himself. He can talk. He has charisma. The guy can have a crowd react to the things he does too. No, I'll go back a little further. Let's talk about Montez for a second. This man had an explosive performance in the Elimination Chamber that people thought, oh my God, This is his breakout moment. He had the tights. Everyone was like, this is his moment. And then what did they do? I'll tell you. They put him right back with Dawkins, threw him in the tag team circuit, and said, finish it out. Don't worry about Bobby. We'll figure out something with him. But Bobby said, I'm not resigning. It's a lot of complaining and statements that I can make, but I just want to point out those situations that for everyone who's like, well, where was the opportunity? The opportunities are there. We all saw them, but hey, they didn't give him the Tiffany Stratton ordeal. Oh, because Tiffany's not in the tag team. I hate that excuse. Because Tiffany got a lot of praise in her elimination chamber, and they threw her right into Money in the Bank. But yet, when Montez did it, well, he's a tag team guy. Him and Dawkins could do fine singles. They have the personality. They have the talent. They can do it. Dawkins' ceiling may be mid-card, but he can do it. All right, that's it.
It's so sudden
Valid
he
point.
stopped.
Valid.
Yeah, very, very. So, I was watching the press conference and I was extremely uncomfortable with that answer. Extremely uncomfortable. I see what he was doing, but that was such a cop-out answer. And I do mean cop-out. I'm not denigrating or disrespecting, but hey, here at the Champions Corner, we don't care if it's on the corner, on the block, up the street, or at your house, we're gonna tell it like it is.
Yeah.
That was a very, very, very uncomfortable feeling that I got from that answer. Let's analyze the answer. Like we've been doing.
Hey, let me get 1 second. It was uncomfortable because I think he was uncomfortable. And like I said, when white people get asked those type of questions, they just don't want to sound racist. And I'm not, and he's not racist. That is not our complaint. He's not racist.
No, I'm not saying he's racist.
That
No,
we don't want to.
I'm not saying WWE.
WWE is not racist.
We don't want to say that. No,
WWE is not racist.
but I do want to say I'm not saying WWE's racist. I'm not saying Triple H is racist. But I'm not also going to act like wrestling in its essence isn't inherently racist in its own essence. I grew up watching Asian wrestlers come out to the song Chopsticks. Every Asian wrestler had chopsticks as their theme song. Every Mexican wrestler had some Spanish guitar in their theme song. Like, it is the nature of wrestling in that regard, so it could just be the old trope still haunting.
Right. I mean, WWE has racist moments, and one of the biggest ones, not even about our people, the Mexicools came out on a lawnmower.
That was hilarious. It was awful, but it was hilarious.
Awful. We're not Mexicans, we're Mexicools.
They were cool.
All right. But like I said, also, but I just want to put that out there. WWE is not racist. We're not saying they're racist, but they need to, be accountable and say, okay, let's build up our male stars so they will be in those positions on the main roster. I just want to get that out there.
That's why I was going.
Go ahead, Kobe.
Yeah, I was saying it was an uncomfortable answer because it seemed like a cop-out answer because when they are asked that question, that's usually the answer. I don't see color. I don't see. Yes, you do. We all have vision. And then he ended it. What that whole I hate that I don't see color thing because clearly it's there. But he said at the end, this is people were worried about the I don't see color statement, which I get because I didn't like that. But the whole point that he made is that they go with the best stories. And that's what they put on TV. Cool. Yeah. That's understandable. But if you're in control of the stories, then why aren't we in? That's my whole point. If you're in control of the stories, why are we not in those stories? If you want the best stories to go out there on your PLEs, put us in said stories then. Because you're smart enough to get these stories going, then you can get us intertwined into these same stories. It's not hard. It's not rocket science. It's just like my professor that failed me in college used to say, it's not a mystery, Mr. Boykins. It's not a mystery. It can be done. So that's what I didn't like about it. I didn't like the whole I don't see color thing because clearly there's a color barrier. Triple H had one of the most I call it controversial promos ever when he was in that feud with Booker T. That still
Oh,
rubs me the wrong way.
that whole
Yeah,
Bro,
feud
so
from the
bro,
promo to the match,
that
that's still a soft spot for
yeah.
me.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like I said, I'll never forget. I never forget that, bro. Like I didn't like it. I still don't like it to this day. Even when they show clips of it, I can't stand it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I don't like it. Because you there's always first of all there's a hint of racism in everything. And I'm speaking outside of wrestling too. I'm not just talking about the microcosm of wrestling. I'm just talking about everything. So um Coco, exactly. Even my dog was mad at it. So, it was just, she agreed. She was like, "Yeah," you know what I'm saying. So, I didn't like the whole part where we go with the best stories, then put us in the stories. If you, because we got talent. As a matter
Yeah,
of
just
fact, we
say
got
we.
more talent than a lot of people. We got a lot of talent. So don't sit here and say you don't see color when there's clearly a color issue. And you can tell, and that was the first question in the press conference. Like he came in hot. That was the very
Oh,
and I don't think he was after reading all those amazing stats, I don't think he was I don't think Paul was ready for that one. You know what I'm saying? I get why he answered it like that because that's a typical answer to that question. But that's not a good answer. It was an uncomfortable answer. And again, there is color involved. And if you're going to push the best stories, then put us in those stories because you're in control of the universe now. That's all.
oh, I hate to go, but I have one more question, and we can get to AEW. But how do y'all feel about press conferences after pay-per-views in general?
I like them.
yeah, I do love them because it can add to the story in a
Yeah.
different way,
Okay.
and so and like I said, and we could get questions like this, off
Right.
script questions
Right.
like this.
Right.
It's not kayfabe questions. These are
Right.
real questions from these journalists or whoever,
Right.
podcasters or whatever it is.
Maybe it'll
So
be us one
that's
day.
part of what I like it.
Serious. Hopefully, it will be us one day. I hear you. I'm not a fan
Hey,
of it
Champions
because
Court on the way. Let's go.
I'm not a fan of it because it is wrestling and it is kayfabe. And I'm going to speak specifically of one press conference question. Anyone remember? It was All Out, in fact, the one CM Punk went on his rant at. Another moment in that was Swerve in Our Glory. I think they won that night. But that was when the crowd was all for the Acclaim. And everyone felt like, oh, they should just kind of reverse the call and have the Acclaim win, but Swerve in Our Glory won. One of the questions at that press conference was to Tony Khan, while Swerve and Keith Lee is on the stand, should you have made a different call and had the Acclaim won? I feel like that kind of question is kind of disrespectful to everyone on stage and to some degree disrespectful to the art of wrestling. Because you're gonna do this, treat it like what it is. But if it ain't what it is, which it is real fighting, which it isn't, then don't do it. I don't know. It's weird because it's almost like having a press conference after a Broadway play, but the people have to do the press conference in character. They can't do it as the actors. So that's why it's just weird to me, if that makes sense.
I get what
Yeah,
you're saying.
yeah,
Yeah,
they do it.
I get what you're saying. You want. I like the press conference just for what Ron said. This is off the cuff, off script. But what you're saying is, I've just watched the show. This should still be a part of the show type deal. Like
Yeah,
I get where you're going. Yeah.
it feels like that. But I don't know. It's all in preference and taste. I get it.
Yeah,
Right.
and sometimes they switch back and forth. And that's what AEW and WWE they switch back and forth with kayfabe, or sometimes they be real about it. And so it can go back and forth sometimes, depending on who you're
Yeah.
talking to or what the question is exactly.
Okay. All right. Just curious.
But I did want to get that out there, that question out there, and that conversation out there. And I'm gonna repeat: WWE is not racist. Triple H is not racist. We all love WWE. That's why we continue to watch. We that's what I'm saying. It's all love. That's why we want just the conversation out there, and we want all our points to be heard and validated. You know what I'm saying?
That's all. Yeah.
Um, but so we love WWE. We love y'all. Y'all do a good job. We just want a little bit more on the main roster, black male talent. All right. Last thing with NXT was just the I want to talk about it was the was it Stephanie McCour and Julia
Oh,
teaming up facing Cora Jade and Roxanne next week. So and they kind of going at it for the NXT Championship too. They're not really teams, but we gonna see where it goes. And so I just want to get that in. I want to talk about it, but let's go ahead and we had a long conversation with the post press conference thing, and so but let's go ahead and get these predictions for WrestleDream, and we're gonna talk about a little bit of Dynamite in between. You know what I'm saying? But first match I'm gonna get y'all opinion on is Hangman Page versus Jay White. I feel like Hangman is on such a roll right now. I feel like Hangman can't lose this match. He shouldn't lose this match. I ain't saying he
on
can't.
the heater, bro. He on the heater.
Yeah, Jay White just getting back, so it's already hard to see him lose also. But he's trying to get redemption for the whole Bang Bang gang, my guys. But so the Hangman is such a tear right now, and I love Hangman's character. I've always loved Hangman's character from the beginning of AEW till now, and he got one of the best stories in AEW. We all know the theme song, but the theme song Heyman has now is one of the most sinister and it's like whole Western themes. Because hearing that in the beginning is tough, but hearing that after what he did, the swerve after All Out that was the perfect tone after that match. His theme song was the perfect tone. That's why I say Heyman is one of the best characters in AEW, bar none.
Yeah.
So I love him, man. That's why I'm going for Hangman in this match. And I'm loving the story with Jay White coming back, getting his revenge. And so, what y'all think about it? I'm going with you first, Professor.
Listen, I agree with everything you said about Hangman. He is definitely one of my favorite characters. I love angry, unhinged Hangman. Hangman, he's a madman. But I don't know. I'm not picking against the Switchblade. The dude just came back. He came back from an injury that I believe Hangman's responsible for. I feel like, dude, I don't know. I cannot bet against the Switchblade. I like Hangman. I really do. And I mean, he could take this loss and it could just, you know what? As far as I know, WrestleDream could just be a vehicle to start a whole new series of feuds. And this could just be the first match in a trilogy of his own. So who knows? But I'm picking Jay White.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
What about you, Jacoby?
Hey man, listen, bro. Like, hey, everything that I'm gonna keep it short and sweet because everything you said was on point, and everything with that statement. But in this situation, man, I'm gonna go with old Hanger, man. I got to go with old Hanger.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying?
Okay, Jared.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I got to go with old Hanger. You know what I'm saying?
everyone.
Got to have the horse on the screen, baby. You got to have the horse. You got to have the horse, baby. I need a horse. So, you know what I'm saying?
For you. Guns up.
But nah, man, I'm the Switchblade coming back is dope. I think this will just be the first of many altercations with him in the Bang Bang game. But I'm gonna go with Hanger on this one, bro.
Okay. Well, let's go to the next thing that might have ramifications on that Hangman and Jay White match. Somebody who is also returning, Mr. Swerve Strickland, is coming back at WrestleDream. So it's two ways this could go. Did he get back at Hangman, or is he there to fight for a non-non's honor and go against MVP or team with MVP? I mean, that's third way. He could also team with MVP. I see your hand motion, Mr. Professor. Bobby Lashley can come out at this moment with Swerve, and that might be the better choice, I think.
Oh, listen, MVP has an almighty ultimatum for Swerve, and he better take it, or the business proposition is going to start hurting. That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say.
You got
That's
that
all
off.
I got to say.
What you think Swerve doing when he come back, Jacoby?
I don't think he's gonna fool with Hangman. I think that's kind of dead right now. The onus here is the whole situation with MVP Shelton Benjamin and Nana. I think we will get Bobby Lashley, but like I told y'all a couple weeks ago, we'll get Bobby Lashley as Darby Allin's open challenge opponent.
No, it's already Brody King.
No. Yeah, that was the next thing I was going to. Brody King answered the challenge for Darby.
Oh,
That's the
you
next thing
see
I was
that?
going to.
Oh, so you didn't
That
see the
was perfect.
segment? Oh, real quick, let me give you a real quick synopsis of the segment they had on Dynamite. So,
We already
Brody
killed
King,
Darby before.
yeah, right. Well, Brody King accepted the challenge. Darby came out and he told Brody King come out there. Darby told his long story about him and Brody King and the independent circuit, how they came up together, how Darby got the job at AEW, and how he helped Brody King get the job at AEW. And he told Brody, like, man, you helped your dad retire and all this stuff. We've been down the road, but I don't think you take it seriously enough. And then Brody's like, hold on a second, Darby. You're the one because Darby's like, I'm the face of the company. I'm doing the press conferences and all this stuff. AEW. And Brody King's like, hold on, Darby. You're the one who puts your life on the line. You're the one who wants to go climb Mount Everest, may not come back, and you telling me I'm not taking it seriously? You're not taking it seriously because everyone knows you have a death wish. And then Darby just kind of switched the topic and said, well, you know what? Put me out my misery now. And he kind of approached him, and Darby pulled out a literal rock and bashed this dude in the mouth with it. And here we are. That's the big match we got coming. That's what happened.
Okay, my bad. But I missed that segment. Holy
Yeah,
smokes!
that was
Well,
a
then
good
we'll,
segment.
then we'll get Bobby against out there. I think Swerve would be wise to just join up with the syndicate.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, that's where that's going. But yeah, I mean, because Darby had a rock at his promo last week, so he
Yeah.
actually brought her to Dynamite
Right.
this week. So
He said, I don't need a rock. I got the final boss in my pocket. He brought out an actual rock. A
there
literal
you go.
rock. Okay. I need a
There you
rim
go.
shot. Can someone add a rim shot to that in the editing?
Oh, hey, editor. But do y'all think Darby Allin is the face of AEW? I know we were saying Tony Khan is, but Darby said he the face now. So I mean, I don't know.
Man.
I don't think he's the
he
only
got
one
the
on it.
juice now.
Well, you know,
Huh?
he does press conferences.
Oh, he got the juice now.
He does do press conferences. I can't deny.
I mean, everybody do press conference, but he's talking about he do radio shows and stuff like that. And he the one they call on this and this and that. But you ain't the only one, bruh. So I don't see him as the face.
I think he's just the only one
You know what they
available.
call to do radio shows and this and that.
Hey,
They
that's
call
a question.
everybody.
Hey, that's a question. Hey, let's pose that for the fans of the show.
Yeah.
Hey, in the comments, y'all let us know. Y'all let us know who y'all think the face of AEW is. Like, we really want to know. So I'm sure this will be a clip. So we need to know who y'all think the face of AEW is. Leave y'all comments below because I want to know, because I said it was Tony Khan. But if you got to pick a performer, let's just go with a performer. And so we just want to know what you guys think.
Who is the
Yeah,
face
you
of
know.
AEW? Like, who represents? Is it John, Hangman, Young Bucks, Kenny, Will Ospreay, Swerve? Skirt,
Hey,
skirt.
I think it's the sum of their whole parts.
yeah.
So that Voltron, even Voltron had a head.
God almighty. Good God almighty.
For our young fans, y'all don't know who Voltron is. Go ahead and look that up. Go ahead and look Voltron
Oh
up,
my
though.
God! I guess I didn't. I'm sorry. You talking about Power Rangers? Even they had a leader. I don't know which version of Power Rangers. Some people might know Mystic. No, that's
We only talk about the originals.
okay.
Oh, yeah. Mighty Morphin is golden. So,
Jason.
We all talk about the originals. We after anything after the Green and White Ranger, I don't even. After that,
you don't acknowledge?
You don't acknowledge? Okay, no, that's fair. Okay, I don't get caught on the Power Rangers. That's a whole different topic. I don't even know half of that stuff.
I even liked it when they was ninjas, because them ninja outfits was dope. But
Yo,
Yeah, 'cause that's when the movie came out. You had to like the ninjas.
bruh,
They had
that
the
was
movie.
one of my favorites, bruh.
Listen,
Do you
bro.
remember that line
Hey,
of Adam when he was like, "I'm a frog"?
Yeah, I remember that. Hey, they had Ivan Ooze out there selling lean.
To the kids, like what?
Ivan Ooze had that work.
Dude, it was
Ivan Ooze had that
he
work.
wasn't even charging the street for it. It was free. Get your free. That's Mr. Nice Guy right there.
Hey, before Blue Magic, Ivan Ooze had that purple lean. Talk to me. Talk to me.
Yo, y'all don't go watch the Power Rangers movie, y'all. I mean,
Yeah.
Small plug out there. Well, it's not for us. That's crazy. This came
Who
up. I
said
don't know
that
why this came
lean?
up, but hey, it is what it is.
What the problem?
But
Oh,
next, somebody who kind of got a face like Avenues. What's his name? Mortos.
wow.
Oh yeah. Hey, Buddy
He
be
got
going to
a face
work.
like Avenues.
Yeah, Buddy be going to work.
But he's facing the guy. What is his name? Hologram. I think.
Hey,
Well,
I think
hologram be
Hologram.
snapping,
hey,
bro.
that man
Hologram be
is
snapping.
13-0. Put some respect on this creative character.
Hologram be working, boy.
Yeah,
Hologram be working.
he like create a character. I might say something a little disrespectful right now, but is Axiom getting 2 checks?
Oh wow! Whoa. Oh wow! Are you what are you
What?
implying? Are you saying he's Axiom? Is that what you are? Oh, he's doing double duties for 2 companies? Man has a
Wow.
man.
Axiom is in 2 companies. He do the same
Wow.
thing. I'm just asking the question: is Axiom getting 2 checks? He's a tag team
No.
champion, and he's undefeated in AEW. Let's go,
Wow.
Axiom. Let's go.
Wow. That's what I'm talking about.
That's
That's,
right, bro.
that's
That's
the
how you get that
workhorse.
money. That's how you chase
That's the
that bag, bro. That's how you chase the bag, bro. That's what I'm talking
Hey,
about, man.
hey, he took his partner advice. Never slow down.
exactly. Hey, that why he's a
Yo,
hologram. He's a hologram because he's there, but he's not there. He's in 2 places at once.
my point
Boom.
exactly.
Boom. Look at that. We just solved the entire riddle.
Ask him, he on one, bro. Like, yeah, but in all seriousness, man, I see another win for
Hologram.
hologram.
Oh my God. Holocomb.
I see another big. I see a win, unfortunately for hologram. It gotta be. I'm surprised he got a. This is a collision match for real, for real. Let's be honest about it. Come on, it's a collision match.
Well, they already wrestled each other on Collision before. That's
Well,
why
how
I'm
much
surprised they're
good?
doing it on the
Well, you know it's a 2 out of 3
on the
falls
ground.
match. So this ain't just a collision. This is like a. I think that Mortos and Hologram are like internal rivals with each other. So this is just gonna be the thing.
I got you. Well, like I said, I'm going with hologram.
Oh
Yeah.
me too.
Yeah, hologram. That's
Okay.
it. We'll move on to the next one.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't think
it
there's
is
much
what
to say.
it is.
There really ain't much to say on this one.
Yeah. But we're gonna go to the next one. We're gonna talk the learning tree. Mr. Chris Jericho going
Jesus.
against Mark Briscoe for the Ring of Honor World Championship. Will Chris Jericho win this title back?
Ugh. I just
Come on.
I get.
I mean,
I'll give you an answer. I'm just tired of Jericho. I hope not. I sincerely hope he does not win the title. I want Jericho to lose, and then not only do I want him to lose, I want him to be written off TV for at least 3 weeks. Just give me 3 weeks no Jericho, so he can come back and they can do the Judas thing, and people can miss him. Jericho is at his best when people miss him. Ain't nobody had a chance to miss him since he's been in AEW.
yeah, he been
He's always been on
constantly.
TV. I'm not going to talk about the Jericho Vortex. This is not about the Jericho Vortex. This is just about this match. So yeah, I got Briscoe winning.
Okay. Yeah, I got Briscoe too.
Me too. I hope he does. I like Briscoe.
Yeah,
Okay.
especially Jericho talking about his brother, man. He ain't gonna bring his brother up in a situation like. Come on, bro.
It's emotion in wrestling. They're gonna bring up the worst
You
to get the best out
got
of
to bring out that heat. You got to get that heat. It's all about that heat, brother.
Speaking of heat, yeah. I'm just about heat. Did Private Party build up enough heat to win the tag team titles
fault.
at WrestleDream against the Young Bucks?
I want them to win.
I like
I
the
said I
Street
want them
Profits.
to win.
I'm sorry. I meant to say Private Party.
Lord.
I like Private Party. They're cool, but come on. You know they ain't about to win. You know what? I'll tell you right now, that would be the biggest swerve if they win, because that would at least help the tag team division, because it will get the tag team division thriving. You know what? I am picking the Street Privates. Yep, I'm picking them to win.
Man, come on, man.
No, bro. No. You gonna call them the Street Party, bro. Not that.
Street Party, yeah. Street
Right,
Privates.
do the other one, man. Go on, man. Pause on that, man. Pause on that.
Oh, listen, that thing's hilarious. Okay, fine.
Oh.
I'll make it safe for work. Street Party. I just like the other ones better because it was not expected.
What? They call you Mr. Freeze, boy.
No, okay, but seriously, I am picking Private Party to win this because I don't know. I feel like if you look at the card, I hate to think that this whole thing's going to be predictable. You got to throw in like a swerve or something that's going to be unpredictable. I Since Okada ain't wrestling, which that's weird. I got the Young Bucks losing, and I have Street. What is it called? Private Party winning.
Yeah, Private Party.
I got it.
Yeah.
Private Party. I'm picking them.
Yeah, I'm really going for them because, like I said, ever since like Moxley said, "Yo, you've been the same place for 5 years," and 5 years ago they beat the Bucks. So are they in the same place?
Oh,
They will
wow.
hopefully they will win these tag team titles.
I didn't think about that. Ooh, I feel a little more
So that
confident in
kind
that
of
pick.
tied in.
Yeah, that made me feel confident about this pick. I didn't. Oh, okay. I like that. I like that. They did beat them.
Right. And next we got us the TNT Championship.
Oh,
I
who
don't know
did you
people
go
like people.
with? You got
Private Party.
Okay. I'm gonna be sure.
Mm-hmm. But TNT Championship, we have Jack Perry facing Shibata. I can't try to say it.
Yeah,
Katsuyori Shibata. Okay, I'm trying to get these names right, man. I don't want to mess it up like I did last time.
No, we got Mike Tenay over here. He can help us say these things.
But I'm going with Jack Perry. I think it's going to be just another one on Jack Perry's list right now.
Yeah,
I think they building up something else with Jack. I think so.
Yeah.
I'm going with Jack.
Oh yeah. Because who do I have beating Jack for the TNT? Oh God, I got somebody else beating Jack for the TNT title. I can't think of
it. Hook?
Well, I want it to be Hook, but I don't know if it will be. But yeah, I got Jack Perry winning.
Okay.
I think it's gonna be Hook.
Yeah. But next we got Mariah May defending her title against Willow Nightingale. Willow, we all love Willow on this show.
Yes.
But we all also know Mariah May is waiting for Toni Storm's return, and I just can't see her losing this match, man. That's all. It's much as Willow kind of deserves it. That story is not done with Toni. How y'all feel?
I would like Toni to come back and cost her the title, but that's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
I want Willow. I'm a pick Willow just because I want Willow to win, and Willow my future baby mama, even though I can't get nobody pregnant.
That's a lot of information, but all right, that's good to know.
Okay.
Sniff.
We got female fans.
I will do. I want to pick Willow. I love Willow Nightingale. Willow Nightingale is so infectious. She's one of my favorite women wrestlers in AEW. People hate me for saying this. I feel like she will blossom so beautifully in NXT over AEW, moving into a main roster. She is a license to print money. She could be a John Cena level superstar when given the right engine, but that's another topic. I do have Mariah May. Dude, come on. Willow Nightingale, she's so infectious, and she's a good wrestler, and she's a powerhouse style wrestler. Dude, so much potential. She is a license to print money if utilized, but nonetheless, Mariah May, she's going to win. So I'm going to I picked Private Party on a whim. I have to go with a logical, and this is Mariah May. I want to pick Willow.
All right, well, we're gonna go to one of my most anticipated matches. I'm so ready to see this match with Will Ospreay defending his international title against Ricochet and Takeshita. And I really don't know who to pick. Actually, I know it's gonna be. It got to be one of the matches of the night. If it ain't Moxley and Danielson, this one got to be one of the matches of the night. But one of the before y'all give y'all prediction. Is Ricochet seeming like the third wheel in this match? Because I want to say that because what happened on this Dynamite with Takeshita and Will Ospreay asking Don Callis, like, did you send Takeshita out there to attack me? And Callis broke down and said, yeah, because you're not following direction. You're not going the way I say this should go. We should have won those tag team titles. And you didn't do what I asked you to do. You didn't win it. You didn't win it for me. So I sent the catch out there to smarten you up, so you get some sense about you. And now here we are. And then later on, Ricochet came out for the save when Takeshita actually came out there, and Callis, what's his name? Callis is trying to get Kyle Fletcher to actually attack Ospreay, and Fletcher didn't want to do it.
He ain't doing that.
Yeah.
United.
So Ricochet came out there to help. Yeah, Ricochet came out to help after the fact. And so, do y'all think Ricochet is a third wheel in this match? I know he's a great addition, but in the story wise, do you think he's a third wheel?
It's how the story's being told. You got to remember, he had the match with Ospreay. Takeshita came and interrupted. Okay. To answer the question, I guess yes, as far as the story goes, but he still deserves the shot because he was robbed of it based on the circumstance. But however, it's funny you mentioned him being the third wheel. The guy just got there and he doesn't have a solid story. But they brought him in it's like they brought him in just to have the match with Ospreay, but didn't really have a plan afterwards. But I don't know. Maybe there's a plan after WrestleDream. We'll see.
Yeah, that's what it seems like.
I'm gonna say you can say yes and no, but to me they're just telling the story within the story.
Yeah.
Because Ricochet's story was pretty much booked from the moment he got there. You knew why he was there. You knew what was going on.
Yeah.
Inserted himself into the match, or not necessarily into the story, because that was another story that's going on. It's just two timelines meshing together right now. So I don't consider him a third wheel because you're just taking two storylines and putting them in one match together. So it's a lot of things playing out in one match. That's how I look at it. So I don't look at it as a third wheel. I just look at it as two stories going on at one time in the same area.
Yeah, that's fair. You know what? Oh, well, I don't want to do fantasy booking. That's fine. I'm about to say Ricochet's intro or entrance into AEW should have been different. He should have came in.
Oh, well, we all know that.
He should have came in day one. I'm here for you, Ospreay. Just appear and then just like Ospreay be like, "You gotta earn your way, bro." And be like, "Okay, fine then." And then he just starts racking up wins.
What did Ospreay have to say, BJ?
He doesn't say bro and all that, and all that. He sounds like a drunk Irishman. Hold up, bro. Let me finish, bro. Let me finish.
That was good. That was good. Who y'all got winning this match? Who y'all got winning, man?
Oh, Takeshita.
Yeah.
Alpha. The Alpha is winning because he needs
because he's gonna cheat.
Yep.
Dang, why we all got the same pick? Dang.
Yeah.
All right.
The Alpha.
Okay, we all got the same pick. Okay. But we're gonna go to our final match.
Ooh.
For the AEW World Championship. It could be Bryan Daniels' last match. They didn't tout that on Dynamite as much. They didn't, build that up on Dynamite this time. So I don't know. But Bryan Daniels versus Jon Moxley. And Jon Moxley did another great promo. This man, the vibe of this man is just so sinister and so top notch, man. And just, he said it's high stakes, too much high stakes involved, and I got to be the one to put you down. I'm trying to give you a chance right now, but I got to be the one to do this. And then, like I said, something bigger is at stake other than what you got going on. It's time for you to go, basically.
Okay.
But like
let me ask you this. What if the story is that Jon Moxley is trying to win the AEW title because he knows that the Young Bucks are about to bring in Shane McMahon. And he wants to make sure the AEW title is on someone who can take on a force like that, and he doesn't trust Danielson because he feels like he's too soft. That's why he keeps implying something is coming. I can't explain what it is, but it's greater than what you can understand.
I would love that.
Okay.
Please tell something like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it is. Because I'm still not too sure about Shane coming in, period. So with something like that, though,
I think it's Shane.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it probably is, but with that story, I could see my teeth into that.
Okay.
And that's what AEW needs story. And that would be a big story.
It would be. But I mean, Moxley would have to win, right? Is that what we're pointing to? Yeah, Moxley winning?
I'm a Moxley guy, man. I'm a Moxley guy. I'm a Moxley guy. You guys, Well, especially his vibe right now. I've always liked it since he been to AEW. I like him in Dean Ambrose, but either way, and the Shield is just goaded. So, but the way he going right now is like so sinister. His movement, his mannerisms, the way his promos. I love it. You don't want it's somebody you just really don't want to mess with. You don't want to be the same ring with him like that. And that's the vibe he got right there. So I'm going for Mox.
No.
That's who y'all got.
I'm going with the Dragon, man.
Oh yeah, right. It's the final countdown, but we ain't at the final
Okay.
countdown yet.
Oh,
I'm taking the
play.
dragon.
Dun, dun, dun,
Oh,
dun,
that's how y'all
dun.
playing this.
Dun,
Yeah.
dun, 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 dun.
See,
Dun, dun, dun,
see, y'all don't
dun,
know what's at stake.
dun.
Y'all don't know what's at stake right now. But only Moxley knows, and so I'm going with Moxley. Let's go. Let's go. That's where we
Rouse.
going.
Oh.
The D's gotta be the D's are dirty, but that's
No,
you know who does. But you don't know who
somebody's
can
got to do it, right? Somebody's got to do it.
you don't know what to handle it.
Dirty deeds and the done dirt cheap.
But Wrestle the Dream and all it seems like a lot of matches, but that's AEW for you. So but I'm hoping but they all put on great pay-per-views. And
Yeah.
so we're gonna tune in, we're gonna get your recap sooner or later. Probably the day after. Get your recap going. So come back to the Champions Corner. We're gonna have it for you. A lot of things to look forward to with us. We might be in the SmackDown, so look forward to it. If you're going to SmackDown, Columbia, South Carolina, we're gonna be there. Look for us.
Might
I'm
see
my
you
I don't
there.
have t-shirt by then. I'm having my merch on. Look for me. Man, merch
Wonderful.
coming soon. Merch coming soon. Y'all look out for it. But this should be in the Champions Corner where the real fans meet. We all love you. From BJ the Professor, Mr. 256. We're gonna see y'all a little later. Peace.
Good
Yeah.
everyone. Goodbye. I say it like that.